Financial future contracts are similar to forward contracts. The key difference between the two is that the future contracts are exchange-traded instrument while the forward contracts are over-the-counter trades. Let's first understand what futures are. A future contract is an exchange-traded contract. In this contract, one party would agree to buy some financial assets from another party at a future date at a price which is agreed at the time of entering into this contract. Let's say that you want to buy Apple stocks 3 months down the line. Right now, Apple shares are trading at USD 500 per share. That is, if you want to buy Apple shares right now, you will have to pay USD 500 per share. However, you are not interested in buying them now, but would like to buy them 3 months down the line. You may enter into a contract today that allows you to buy the shares 3 months down the line, and it is called a forward contract. The price at which you will buy these shares 3 months hence is agreed today. Many exchanges offer similar kind of contracts, and they are called future contracts or futures in short. Exchanges define such contracts having standard size and maturity dates. Let's say that exchange says that you can buy Apple shares through futures only in multiple of 10 shares. It could also tell you that these contracts are available only for the month ends for next 12 months. It may define the month end as say the 4th Thursday of a calendar month. This means that there are 12 possible future contracts that are available that you can choose from. If we are in the month of January in the year 2010, the 4th Thursday of this month falls on 28 January 2010. For February and March months of 2010, this will be 25th February and 25th March respectively. If you wanted to do a forward contract for 5th April 2010, then the nearest contract available is that for 25th March 2010. There is no contract for 5th April. Besides this, you cannot buy one share, you have to buy them in multiples of 10, minimum being 10 shares. When you enter into such a contract, your counterparty is the exchange, or more correctly, the clearing house associated with the exchange. The clearing house would technically buy the contract from the seller and sell the same contract to you. Thus, clearing house becomes a counterparty to every single trade done through the exchange. In all probability, you will not know who you have really done the futures contract with. The exchanges work with order matching engine, and that engine will match the buyer and the seller who want to undertake exactly same trades. Of course, one wants to buy while other wants to sell. For instance, if we are happy to buy one future at a price of 501.25 per stock, then we can place that order on the exchange. The matching engine will find someone who is willing to sell 10 Apple shares for 25th March at 501.25 per share once you have placed the order. The party that wants to undertake either buying or selling transactions expresses at what price and for what quantity they are willing to do the transaction. Thus, in this case, you may have expressed that you want to buy one future contract for 25th March 2010 at 5012.50, and the exchange found a seller who had expressed that he wants to sell one future contract for 25th March 2010 at 5012.50. The buyer and the seller were brought together by the exchange order matching software. The future contract is for minimum of 10 shares. Hence, we could say one future contract rather than saying 10 Apple shares. Most trades are executed electronically, and once the trade is executed, both the parties, that is, both buyer and seller, have done the trade with the clearing house. Clearing house is an entity appointed by the exchange. Once a trade has been executed by two counterparties, the trade is handed over to a clearing house, which then steps in between the two original traders' clearing firms and becomes the legal counterparty to both the buyer and seller. The seller sells one Apple 25th March 2010 future contract to the clearing house, and you buy one Apple 25th March 2010 future contract from the clearing house at $5012.50 per contract.